my name's Thalia Lynn Taylor and I run Elite Photography. Today is day number 16 on the 30-day vlogging challenge. I'm actually coming to you from my dining table because my iMac is sitting on the dining table. And the reason for that is because I have to move the iMac obviously to my studio, and all my other gear, my table, everything is already there. So I thought I would do it for my iMac and not my laptop, just because the screen's bigger and it's easier for me. Because I'm going to give a little, I don't know, what do you call it, a vlog on my gear. That's what it is, a vlog on my gear. So I have, and I own my lovely Canon 5D Mark II. And I do know that there's a Canon 5D Mark III that's come out, and I would love to have it. However, finances aren't permitting. So in the next year or so, depending on how well business is, which I hope skyrockets, let's fingers crossed, eh? On my camera, I have a 50mm 1.2, which is it's an amazing lens. Now, please don't touch that. It's an amazing lens, and I predominantly use this lens. It's lightweight, well, you know, considering from other lenses that the other lens I own. And it's great because I can get up, you know, not that close, but relatively close to my subject, and I like to do that. I like to move around, go back, forward. My favourite lens, which I don't get to use as much because of this reason that I'm unable to get that close. Mommy will draw in a minute, Mommy. Say hello. Hello. If you come over this way, you can be in the picture. No? It's my 85 1.2. It's a heavier lens, it's a beefier lens, but it's a, dare I say, a nicer lens. I have to get pretty far away from my subject with this lens, so this is great for family engagements, weddings. Great lens, love it. For babies and finer details on weddings and, you know, whatever, is my 100mm 2.8, sorry. This is a great lens for rings, for newborns, where you're kind of shooting down and you're getting all the lashes, or you're getting their details of their hands, their feet. Anyway, so yeah, I've got those three lenses. I also own a on-camera flash, however, I'm not sure where I put that, and I can't remember the brand, or the brand is Canon, but I can't remember, you know, the make. So when I find that, I will let you know. I have, thank you to my sister last year, the year before, a Manfrotto tripod. Now, this isn't like the best of quality for outdoor things, you know, if you go on hikes and you want to take beautiful scenery, because it's not so sturdy. The legs, you know, they come out, but see, that's the base one, it's quite thin. So it will wiggle around and move if there's quite a bit of wind. However, this is great for indoors, and this is what I've been using to vlog with. I don't use a tripod to photograph. If I was to do some stills, which I have done in the past, I would probably use it, but it's not, you know, I have a pretty steady hand, so I don't really require a tripod for things like that. And I also have, which is kind of cute, and, well, not cute, but, you know, I love all my technical stuff. It's a candle. That's a candle, folks. That's a candle. This is a multimedia storage viewer. Storage viewer. It's P2000. It's an older version, but it does the same thing. It has a CF card reader. I don't know if you can see that in here, and then, what is it? SD card. I've never used that, so I'm not sure if that works, but I bought this secondhand on eBay. It's amazing because, not so much for family or newborns, you know, whatever. It's great for weddings because, even though I haven't done many weddings, if you don't have enough cards, you can put it on here and transfer, or you just want to back up, you're like, oh, you know, I don't want to lose these images, what if something happens? It drops, I lose it. Well, once you've loaded them all up, they save it to this. If I turn it on, you're not going to see it because it, you know, display to display. but it's great because you can zoom in on an image and you can have a look. So I carry that around for weddings only, really. So that's all my gear that I have. I do have my first camera that I use for my business, not my first camera, but my first camera for my business, which is a Panasonic Lumix G1, which is a great camera. It's a great camera to start out with. It's not too expensive. I find that it's really important, even though I have high quality stuff, it did take a lot of time for me to save. I was very grateful to my dad who helped me out with a couple of the lenses. So my advice to anyone who's starting out, you don't need a 5D, you know what I mean? You can go out and get your basic SLR camera and build up from there, because you can take beautiful shots with your iPhone. Do you know what I mean? You can take great shots with any camera. It's not so much the equipment, it's the person taking the photos. It depends on how good of an eye you have, you know what I mean? So that's my kind of form of advice to anyone starting out. That's all that I have for you today. I apologize for the surroundings, the quality, the background noise. Yeah, the background noise. Hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you tomorrow. See you. Bye.